Hey there, it's Lauren. Thank you for being here for another video. This is a Sephora favorites, a recommendation video. It's sale time yet again. So I've never done one of these recommendation videos. Usually I just end up doing like a haul of things that I pick up myself, but I thought I would put out a little recommendation video and just sort of like a roundup of things that I have purchased myself over some odd amount of time, whether it was on sale or not on sale, but just stuff that I got that I've liked a lot and I've gotten a lot of use out of. And basically just an excuse to talk about beauty products, because that's what I like to do. So here I am. I'm actually going to start out talking about a few different eyeshadow palettes that I have gotten a ton of use out of. The first one you've seen a lot. This is the newest palette, although it is quite well worn and beat up. This is the NARS Narcissist Wanted palette. I got this guy back in December and I've used it all the time. I used it a little bit of it today. This has just been all over the place with me on various travels. And I do believe this is a limited edition palette, so worthwhile picking up soon if it was something that you were interested in. But this is just something that I got a lot of use out of, and I got it. I didn't get it during the sale last year. I don't think it was during Christmas time. I don't think it was out yet, but I did get it when like every now and then they send out like gift cards or like percentage off around the holiday time, and I used that to get this, and it was well worth it. And then this one, this is the Marc Jacobs Scandalous palette. I bought this with a birthday gift card back around the time this launched, but I got it, you know, because of my birthday, which was in August. And this has been another like everywhere going with me palette. The colors in here are beautiful, although very similar to that other palette. It's not like you really need both of these, but I have gotten a ton of use out of both of these, even though really awesome slim palette. Marc Jacobs and NARS make fantastic eyeshadows, some of my favorites, super easy to use. And then this guy, I don't know if I ever talked about this one, but I did get this guy during, I think, the last Rouge sale when it was 20% off. And this is the Sephora Pro Editorial palette. I had been having my eye on this guy and I ended up pulling the trigger, and it's been really worthwhile. It's not necessarily something that's like every day for using, but actually I have found a lot of ways that I do use this every day, because a lot of these like brighter shades, like especially the blues, work really well for laying down a base to then put a shimmer over top of. You know, sometimes like if you have a purple leaning shimmer or a green leaning shimmer like the one in this palette right here, in the NARS palette, on its own or even on top of like a brown eyeshadow, it doesn't like fully pop, but by placing it on top of one of these blue or green eyeshadows, it really makes it a lot more green or purple or whatever sort of color combination I'm going for. And obviously I will be having this for a very long time in my life, and it's really useful to have. Halloween, painting other people's faces, the day maybe I have children, I don't know, just seems like something that actually will be a good thing, like artisty tool thing to have in your toolbox. And then one more eye thing that I think I picked up last sale as well. This is the Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal Top Coats. This guy, I'm actually wearing it today. You can see I have a giant dent in it. It's probably almost, I don't know, used up a third of it. So this has been something I've gotten a lot of use out of, and these are really like quite pricey for being single items, but sort of the cost per wear out of these, I've really maximized. Another sort of like makeup-y guy, but kind of like crosses the bridge of skincare as well, is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass. I've talked about this thing many a time. I actually bought this around the sale or during the sale this time last year, and this guy has maybe like just another couple weeks left of use, because this is something I use pretty much daily. It is a color correcting treatment that has some SPF. It has a lot of anti-inflammatory herbs in there, so it's supposed to help calm the skin, and then it has the color correcting green aspect to it, but then as you work it in, it does give like a little bit of color and tint to the skin as well. Although it is a pricier item, it has become fully worth it because it does last like the full 12 months expiration date that's on here. I have gotten so much use out of it out of the last year that I knew that this was something that I still wanted in my everyday routine. And I'm not really someone who buys backups, but this is one of the exceptions where I actually purchased a backup during the last sale. The Tatcha Violet Sea Radiance Mask. I bought this last summer. It probably only has about 2, maybe 3 if I stretch it out, uses left. This is a very gentle exfoliating mask that has vitamin C in it as well. So it's brightening, it's hydrating, plumping, slightly exfoliating, just really, really nice mask. Good mask to do like pre-event or something like that where you wanna like beef up your skin. This is a good mask to put on before going ahead and doing your makeup. Now, Tatcha is one of those brands, which I'm actually gonna include a few of those things in here after I get through these skincare items I'll mention. Tatcha is one of those brands to watch out for on their own stuff, on their own website, and even on QVC. You can often get Tatcha at discounts more than 15. You can usually get sometimes for 20, I think even 25% if you watch out for the Tatcha website and QVC and things like that. So if this is a brand that you have your eye on, maybe sort of watch those things as well if you wanted to make sure you got more of a discount. The other guy that I think maybe you can get at Derm Store. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. This guy has made such a difference in my eyes. You can use it on the under eye and on the eyelid, which was really key and important to me because I get very easily very textured looking eyelids as well as my under eye, and I'm very much prone to skin tags and things like that. So I wanted something that I can use every day to help combat that. There was a long couple month stretch where I was using this continuously and I saw such an incredible difference. It actually got rid of a skin tag I had growing underneath here. It just made it leave. And when I do use this really quite consistently, I do see a decrease and overall more smoothness going on my eyelid. It's not a hydrating eye serum and I don't really find it to be brightening. It's definitely something for texture. It is a pricey dude, but worthwhile, especially if you can get it with a percentage off. The other skincare guy that I wanted to bring up is from Farmacay. Just in general, Farmacay, I've really enjoyed a lot of the things from them. The sunscreen I really like. The coconut masks are super awesome. And the cleansing balm is really good. But on top of that, the Honey Drop Moisturizer is awesome. It's really lightweight, like whipped kind of buttery texture that is really almost similar to like the water cream textures, but a little bit more milky than that. And it sinks in. It's definitely a lightweight moisturizer, so something that's really good for this time of year, getting into summer, or really good for somebody who likes a lighter weight moisturizer or something that layers really well. I like to kind of layer up my skincare, so I don't necessarily like my moisturizers to be super thick because I want to put on my different oils. So it's really great to cocktail with. Smells really nice and fresh. Just a great moisturizer, and it has a really good packaging that I'll definitely peel off the labeling when it's done and utilize it for something else. Now, Farmacay, they're another brand that is a good brand to follow like social media or check in on every now and then, because they do sales via their own website quite often. They often do like 15 or 20% off site-wide themselves. So if Farmacay was a brand you were curious about and you wanted to hold off on picking anything, it's worth watching out at their website for. So I actually wanted to talk about quite a few brands that are sold at Sephora that you can also pick up at other retailers as well, so they're not necessarily exclusive. And oftentimes those retailers have like more of a discount than Sephora or have sales more often than Sephora. So yeah, I thought that would just be helpful. I know a lot of people during this time give like a lot of tips and things like that, and just want to share some information with you guys. So maybe if these were items that you had your eye on, maybe to like hold off and check in at those places. But honestly, if you want it right now, like just go and get it if you have the money and you want it right now. But nonetheless, I thought I would share these guys. The first guy that I'll talk about is IGK, and actually both Verb and Way. Verb, Way, and IGK, those three hair brands that are at Sephora that are all great hair brands that I use quite often are actually sold at Urban Outfitters. And oftentimes Urban Outfitters, you can get like loyalty coupons and things like that from spending XY dollars, as well as they do like a 20 to 25% off all of the beauty section. I think they had like a 17% off store wide recently. They just do like lots of random sales for sometimes different amounts. So that's something to look into, to check out. They actually have a pretty great beauty section. They also carry Anastasia as well as Milk. They don't carry all of like the complexion products that Anastasia carries, but they carry pretty much all of the palettes and the brow products. And then Milk, they have, I don't know if they have all of the shades, but they have a selection of shades of like the concealers and the foundations, and then a variety of the skincare and face products and things like that. So those are two other brands that I really like and use quite often. I got the Soft Glam palette not too long ago, and I've really been enjoying it. And the Milk Concealer, the Flex Concealer, is a really great high coverage concealer that is like a wet formula, so you can really spread it out. So these are both two brands that are sold there that might be something to look out for when they go on sale. And then Lancome, which is sold at both Ulta and at Nordstrom's. I don't know if they ever get to go on sale at Ulta because they usually like exclude prestige brands and things like that, but at least once a year there's some sort of promo going on the direct Lancome website of like 20% off, or on the Nordstrom's website they do like price matching. So both of these items, the like lip shakers and like the regular lipsticks, and the Lancome Tint Idole foundation, which is actually my second one. This is my most commonly used like holy grail foundation. I've gotten all of these guys during like promo price matching sale times at Nordstrom's, so that's pretty cool. So something to look out for. I'm a big fan of Lila B, and they are also carried at, I think, Free People, Derm Store, Net-a-Porter, and Sephora. And oftentimes you can get like a 20% off coupon at Derm Store. So if you're interested in any of the Lila B products, that might be a good place to look out for. And a lot of these products, and then some, are carried at Derm Store. So they often do like some sort of special 20% off coupon, like give your email, something like that. And then last but not least, I didn't grab it, but Sunday Riley is actually carried at Urban Outfitters now, but Sunday Riley, I think Peter Thomas Roth, some Caudalie products, RMS, those are all brands that Anthropologie carries, and they often do Anthro days, so you'll get 20% off the entire store, and that includes beauty products. They also carry, I think, Herbivore and Youth to the People, which are brands that are at Sephora as well. Maybe wait out for an Anthro day, which they do. They do several times a year. You know, they do at least one a season, even though I just did the 2 symbol. They do at least one a season, so that's something to look for. So hopefully that was helpful little roundup of products that I'm into and I like quite a bit. And some places also to look out for sales outside of Sephora, because I'd say, well, Free People, I don't know how often they do sales, but They have an awesome beauty section. Anthropologie, Urban Outfitters, Derm Store, Credo, Detox Market, you know, those are all other stores to look out for that have pretty awesome like selection, curation of products and Cat Beauty, but I'm not too sure about Credo, Cat Beauty, and Detox Market in terms of sales. They don't seem to do them that often, but if they carry any brands that you're interested in, it's worth peeking in on these things. And even Costco sometimes gets like Tatcha products or like Wamisa products and things like that, and you could get like 2 for 1 sort of things. So worth keeping your eyes out if you are, you know, wanting some of these things. So yeah, again, I hope this was helpful, enjoyable, interesting, at least entertaining, and subscribe if you're not already and you want some more content from me, and give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.